Welcome to Latin for Beginners. This course uses a traditional method of classical Latin instruction which emphasizes reading skills. This makes it possible to start with a classic public domain textbook, Latin for Beginners by Benjamin L. Duge, and boost its effectiveness with an online tool that greatly increases the number of exercises accompanying each lesson. The text may be found at gutenberg.org. A link is in the video description. The online tool, as well as additional resources and materials for the course, may be found at selfstudyclassics.com. This video addresses the material in Part 1 of the text. If you haven't read over that portion of the text, please stop and do so now. That way, you'll get the most out of the time you spend watching. You will be presented with some Latin words. Try to pronounce each one before the pronunciation is explained. Here is our first word. It means farmer. See if you can pronounce it. Agricola. This word is an example of some important points made by the text. First, the vowel A is always A and never A or A. So this word is not agricola, but agricola. Second, the vowel O is always O and never A. So the word is agricola and not agricola. Third, any word of more than two syllables will accent the third to last, unless the second to last has a long vowel or a vowel followed by two consonants. So you may be tempted to say agricola, but the correct accent is agricola. Now let's try this word, which means dinner. Cena. As this word illustrates, the Latin C is always hard. This word is not cena or chena, but cana. Also, the long E, we can tell it is long because of the little line called a macron over the top, is an A sound and not an E sound. In addition, this word is an example of how Latin accents the second to last syllable in two-syllable words. So this is not cana, but cana. Now for this word. If it's not obvious, it means Germany. Germania. Here we have a G, which in Latin is always hard, so we shouldn't say Germania, but Germania. This word is also another good example of the long A sound. Some might want to say Germania, but it's Germania. Here is another word, which means industry in the sense of industriousness. Diligentia. This word exemplifies a couple of things. It has a long I and a short I, so we can compare the sounds of the two, E versus E. Also, it's a reminder that the G and T are always hard. Some English speakers will want to say diligentia here, but it's diligentia. Here's another word for us to try. It means forests. Silvae. To pronounce this word, remember that the Latin V sounds like the English W. Also, the diphthong AE is I and not A. So this word is not silvae or silvae, but silvae. Try to pronounce this word. It means beautiful. Pulcher. CH in Latin is always a hard sound. Pulcher. This next word means arrow. Try to pronounce it. Sagitta. Important things to remember here are the correct A sound and G sound, but it is also an example of the accent rule that requires the emphasis to fall on the second to last syllable instead of the third to last in words with more than two syllables in which the second to last syllable has a short vowel followed by two consonants. We might be tempted to say sagitta here, but the correct pronunciation is sagitta. Here's another word. It means sailor. I'll give you a second to pronounce it. Nauta. The important thing to remember here is that the diphthong AU has an OW sound, not an AW sound. So this is nauta and not nauta. Try this word. It means then. Dende. This word illustrates the pronunciation of the diphthong EI. It should be A. Ding-de. Now try this one. It means neither. Nauter. This has another diphthong, the EU combo. Au. Nauter. This word means battle. Give it a try. Proilium. OE is a diphthong, and it has an oi sound. Proilium. Now try this one. It means to whom. Qui. It's a single syllable. UI is yet another diphthong, and it sounds like the English word we. Qui. We're almost done here. This word means injury or harm. Injuria. This word is a good example of the consonant I. When I occurs before another vowel, it is not a vowel but a consonant. It is pronounced like the consonant Y in English. Injuria. Now the last word. It means wreath. Corona. This word illustrates how the accent shifts to the second to last syllable in a word of 3 or more syllables when the second to last syllable has a long vowel. So this is not corona, but corona. That's all for pronunciation practice. Don't worry if you haven't perfected it. You'll be fine moving on to the next lesson in the course. You can practice pronunciation as you go. There are no online exercises as the skills emphasized in this video are all oral. But keep an eye out for the next video, Latin for Beginners Part 2, Lesson 1. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Best of luck to you as you begin your Latin journey, and thanks for watching.